forecheck how we have been, and especially Montreal, we had such a good forecheck game going that we were using our speed and getting on the D. And tonight, I think they had a little too much time. When you give any team time in this league, they're going to make plays and get out of their zone easy. And I think we made the game easy on them tonight.
Do you feel that the puck management was sloppy, particularly in that third period there?
Yeah, I think we struggled with that through a lot of the game, and really, especially in the third, we had, I don't know how many times we iced the puck tonight, but that's not on the D, that's on forwards as well. It's they were moving it up, and we weren't getting sticks on them, and just altogether wasn't a very tidy game.
How did you feel in your first game back?
I felt all right. I didn't think I was on the puck very much tonight. I didn't have any touches, but. I just tried to use my speed as much as I could, but when you're not making clean plays, it's hard to get a forecheck going. It's by the time you get in there, it's kind of moved by you, and you got to get moving back.
Obviously disappointing. Couldn't find a way as a team to dig down deeper in the third period there. You didn't play that great in the first 40, and you still find yourself tied going into the third.
Yeah, we battled back every time. It just when you play a sloppy game, it's going to bite you.
You didn't waste any time when you got that puck on your stick in the circle and just ripped it. Is that the idea, just to try to see if you can get more going in that second period?
Yeah, just throwing a puck on net and got a favorable bounce, so it ended up in the back of the net. But it was good to get guys in on the forecheck and cause a turnover and then capitalize on it.
There were some different incarnations of that third line, but for you, did you like the chances that you were getting even up until the tinkering?
Yeah, that's part of the game. It was we weren't scoring goals, so we mix it up, but it's just you got to play the same way no matter who you're playing with.
Kind of a feast or family thing too. You guys had a lot of chances, but you're out there for for one or two against and stuff too. It's there's that line to balance too, right?
Yeah, obviously you don't want to be out there for any goals against, but we got we're out there for two of them, and you got to find a way to keep the puck out of your net and be better.
I think you guys started tonight's game with like 3 lines that were different than the last game. Do you think that affects the team to coming out and a little different like that?
No, because I think everyone has been playing with each other all year. You guys get injured and mix the lines up, and then you get guys back, and just gotta find a way to capitalize and be successful. And tonight we didn't bury all the chances.
Seems like some nights you guys are able to really sustain a hard checking style where you're giving the opponent no room to breathe and everybody's all over every puck. Tonight it seemed it was hard to come by, and the second was better than the first. Can you ever put your finger on that?
I think it's just getting pucks in deep and continue to put pressure on the defensemen. We're beginning of the game, we weren't really getting pucks in the corner and getting in there on them, so we just got to find ways to keep it simple and play that north-south game, and that's how we're successful in this team.
So team-wise, you came in with with 3 straight wins and playing maybe a time. Is this a where does this rank on the disappointment scale?
It's just probably when we had a chance to climb the standings and didn't come out on top on that end of it, and that was the game plan, to be hard all night and find a way to get 2 points, and we didn't, so it wasn't a successful night.
Tuukka, you guys tied the game there, late second period and then early in the third. How frustrating is it to not get over the hump there after doing that?
Well, it's frustrating, but I think more frustrating is the way we kind of played today. We went back to how we used to play, early on in the season. Yeah, I guess go work tomorrow and try to figure it out, get battle level and heads into the game.
Was it surprising to you that the Bruins and the Canucks got through a game without a penalty?
Yeah, I had some time to think about that. Not too many shots there, but yeah, that's one of those games that not a whole lot of scrappiness going on, or really nothing going on. So tough for the refs to call penalties. I guess there were a couple times they could have called it, but they decided not to.
The team wasn't able to bury more chances, especially in the first period, I guess.
Yeah, we had a lot of chances. Couldn't get the puck up. We were shooting, I guess, along the ice a lot, and definitely doesn't help. So it's just one of those games. We had some chances to score. We just didn't, I guess, just bear down on them. So.
How did you like your Lions' chances in the first period and on the second period started to kind of taper?
Yeah, first period we had a couple looks. I think they were from a little bit too far out, though. We got to get to the front of the net a little bit more. I think as a team, first period, we were in their end a lot, but a lot of our shots were coming from the outside. So if we want to score more, we got to get to the front of the net. So that's something to focus on. And then second period, I thought it was okay too, but again, the shots were coming from the outside. So
Disappointing, maybe collectively as a team, you couldn't find a way to dig deep in the third, knowing you hadn't played your best hockey in the first 40, and it was still tied in kind of anybody's game in the last one.
yeah, I don't think we got outplayed by any means. It was a pretty even game. It's never fun to lose, especially when you're tied going into the third. I think in our last 7 or 8 games, we've been up in the third, we've been tied in the third, and we maybe won one of them. I think it was against the Sabres. So it sucks, but you just got to move on.
Obviously not the first time Close had to make some in-game adjustments. Did you feel like, though, that was inevitable with a couple of new guys being inserted in the lineup?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't score, so I think it was probably a period and a bit. So he just tried to change it up, and we ended up scoring there, but it just wasn't enough. So.
Tuukka saying that some of this game reminded of you guys were playing at the beginning of the year, as far as the chances that you gave up, especially the odd man rushes and things like that.
Yeah, I think at the beginning of the year we got into some troubles, you could say, because we didn't want to chip the puck in deep, some turnovers at the blue line, and I think tonight that was a bit of the problem. We wanted to play a little bit too cute and didn't want to dump, the pucks in when we needed to do it. So they got a couple chances off of that, and I think our team is at its best when we play simple, and tonight we definitely didn't do that. I thought we had our flashes where we did, and we had them in their end there in the second period for a bit because we were doing that, but when we stopped doing that, that's when we got into trouble.
How much of an adjustment is it for you when you're so used to playing with Louis and Bolesky for a while, and the lines are starting to move all around now because of the Bruins?
It shouldn't change, I mean, at the end of the day, I just have to go out there, just play the same game, and it doesn't matter who I play with here. They all have skill, so I don't really mind.
It seemed like you guys were fighting the puck. There were a lot more giveaways than a normal game on both sides of the rosters. But
yeah, the ice wasn't great. I mean, at the end of the game there, just a pass to the top, and it was bouncing, and both teams have to deal with that, though, so it's fair, but it's just one of those games where it turned out like that, and again, we just got to move on with it. So.
How tough is it to just play catch-up, excuse me, the entire game when you're on your home ice?
Yeah, it's definitely not fun. I mean, as soon as you're down, I guess the third period, the other team kind of just sits back, so it's hard to get some stuff going, but I think for the most part, we had some good looks. We just couldn't get to the front of the net. So,
As far as not playing, your best style tonight, you feel like that could just be, a one-night thing. I mean, it took a while to get yourselves out of it earlier, but you didn't really have time to let things linger a few games, right?
It's been a bit of a problem, I think, with our team. I mean, we play well for 3 or 4 games. We do the things that we need to do, and then we get away from it there for a bit. So I think as a team now, we need to just play the same way, and I think if we do that, then we should be fine.